What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance before the 90 days video, and this one is all about Hamza and his sister spilling the tea. But the tea that she decides to spill, well, let's just say a lot of people have voiced their opinions on how they really don't want to see a certain someone return, and how they're hoping that this can only happen in one way and hopefully not in the other. But of course, before we get into the post itself in particular, ladies and gentlemen, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the freaking channel. Now, with that being said though, as you can see right here, Hamza's sister was answering some questions on her Instagram, and obviously here a question is Hamza going to be in the show again? And she replies, yes, soon a lot of new news is coming. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, all I can tell you for sure is that people aren't exactly happy. Not necessarily that Hamza is coming back for another season, as it seems, but more or less because people don't want it to be happily ever after. In fact, people are hoping he comes back for the single life, because a lot of people have got to a point where they are fed up and irate with seeing Memphis, hearing Memphis, everything about Memphis. Because really and truly, I've never been to the location Memphis in particular, but I can imagine that the location Memphis is better than the person Memphis, because a lot of people are saying, we just don't want Memphis again. Yeah, I don't know if that actually made, did that make sense? No, that made sense. But nonetheless though, ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed and continue, let me show you some of the comments that people had to say. Now, I will warn you, some of the comments are quite interesting, but trust me when I tell you, I did not pick these out because I'm trying to be malicious to Memphis Open in particular. It's just that, to be honest with you, it's just the reality of how people feel, and it's the reality of how she has made people feel about herself in particular. And to be honest with you, that's not a me problem. If you make people feel how they feel, well then that's you, isn't it? But nonetheless though, let's get into some of those comments, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, someone came up by saying, happily ever after. That is the initials of HEA. They probably have the breakup on film. So this person is hoping that they break up, you know, if they do, well, when they do come back for the show itself in particular, happily ever after, because let's be real, there's no way it's going to be the single life. But the next person decided to come out by saying, for his sake, hopefully the single life. I mean, like, honestly, it's actually becoming quite sad that everybody feels this way for poor Hamza, purely because Memphis is one hell of a control freak amongst other things, which was then followed up by this one, and this one right here, oh my god, nope, I won't watch Memphis again. I can't effing stand her. And this is the problem, ladies and gentlemen, when you build yourself up as this human being on a TV screen and people start to have so much hate for you, understand this, it's not because, you know, people are just being mean for the sake of being mean. It's more because, well, the reality is you're showing too many traits that gives people this feeling. But last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, at the same time though, there was also this comment as well. I won't watch this show ever again after this, in brackets, my first and last season. I mean, let's be real though. I feel like a lot of us probably say that per each season, but then we always find a way back to watching the show anyway. So I think that person should take their own comment with a pinch of salt. But the reality is though, is why is this person feeling this way? Well, it's clear. It's not just because Memphis is one hell of a character that's just hard to just put up with, but it's because majority of the season had too many characters that were pretty much too much of the same. I mean, it's kind of sad to say, but when you look at it, it kind of feels like Jimena was the only one in the show kind of has some sanity, same as Johnny. That's about it. And Caleb too. But everyone else on the show? Damn. Ella, attention-seeking crybaby. Benjamin, narcissist. Memphis, narcissist. Oh yeah, Hamza was okay too. You know what I mean, okay? And who else we got here? Kimberly, well, we all know. Usman, user man. You know what I mean? Come on now, the whole show. Jasmine, like, issues, and then Gino, and then Mike. You get the picture, right? Everyone in this thing pretty much had issues. The only people that didn't have issues were literally a very small amount, you know. And it's kind of sad to say that Jimena was actually a part of that, because Jimena was one of those people as the season began. I wasn't a fan. Still not a fan now. But the reality is though, what Mike did is far worse than, you know, herself in particular. But nonetheless, though, ladies and gentlemen, the question is, though, is Hamza's sister at this moment in time is saying that, yes, Hamza will be back for a new season. Something is in the pipeline. Now, of course, at the same time, though, we can only take this news as allegedly because TLC themselves haven't necessarily confirmed it. But if Hamza is coming back for another season of 90 Day Fiancé and probably going to be happily ever after with Memphis, what do you guys think? Do you look forward to watching it? Or are you just like, man, it's going to be one hell of a freaking show? I mean, to be honest with you, when I look at Hamza and Memphis, they kind of remind me a little bit of Tanya and Sinjin. Now, not necessarily in terms of like they're the same people, don't get it wrong, but they're that couple where you just know it's not going to work. The only problem is, though, the difference between Tanya and Sinjin is that you knew but that one of them two was always going to pull the plug. In the situation with Hamza and Memphis, I just don't see Hamza ever really pulling the plug away from her. You know what I mean? I feel like she's got him in a very, very nice place where he's never ever gonna want to leave. So to be honest, and also he's not an entrepreneur like Sinjin who really wanted to go to the States to, you know, really explore his life, as he says. But nonetheless, though, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know what you think in the comment section. Very excited to reading what you guys are going to say, and, you know, we'll get down to it. But nonetheless, though, thank you so much for your time. Like, subscribe, and have a good freaking day. Peace.